Hello, White, Yellow, Orange Belts, our beginner program. We're going to be going through our form today. Now, form is set moves set into a combination to show off technique, control, and flexibility. Now, with that being said, we've already done this. We've actually already done a first part of this. So this will be a continuation onto that. If you are interested in learning that first part, we do have the YouTube video up from our first YouTube classes on our channel. With that being said, we're going to go through part 2 and part 3 of our form. We will do part 1 again, don't worry, in the future. Today, we are going to be working on our knife hand guard and our knife hand strike, and also punches in a sitting stance. So we're going to be going through those two things. Now with those two things, I'm going to do a little bit more of a stretch out to help warm up our mind and our body to get used to this kind of interesting movement. Because a lot of times, forms will feel unfamiliar to a lot of people who are just starting out in martial arts. So that being said, take a step back, put your hands out in front of you, move your hands in a circle. Start really, really large and really, really slow, but then shrink it as time goes on, kind of make a spiral, and as you get closer to the center, start to spin fast. When you're spinning as fast as you can, you're going to stop and then go backwards with it and go slower as you get bigger and bigger and bigger. I trust you to switch directions on your own, so don't wait for me to say switch. So today I mentioned one word, a very big word, control. Now, feel free to take some time to talk about what control means. For the people that are a little bit older in the room, I want you to really define it in a short sentence that you could explain to a 3-year-old. To our younger people in the room, try to figure out some words that use the word control and what it means in that context. I'll give you some time to think about that now, as you're spinning your arms. All right, so control is to have power over something, a lot like a remote control. A remote control has power over a TV. When somebody controls something, it means they have the power to change that thing's actions or what it's doing. Hug yourself. Now, control is one of the core elements to Taekwondo. We have to both control our mind and body. See, unlike a remote control, sometimes our mind will tell us to do something, but our body will not listen. Adults, you are quite familiar with this. Sometimes you'll be learning something new, and your mind will understand the concept, but your body won't be able to execute it. Children, this often happens to you, but maybe in a different sense. Maybe your body really wants you to run around, but your mind's telling you to stay still. Sometimes these two things can contradict. Move your hips in a circle. And that's where Taekwondo helps a ton. Because if you're able to get control over that mind versus body, then a lot of other actions in your life become a lot easier, like quite a bit so. So, today may be a bit frustrated with some of the things we're doing. You're going to try to copy me exactly, and your brain's going to understand it, and your body won't follow through. Other times, you're going to be wanting to do more kicks and punches, but you know that you should be working on this because this is going to help you out on your curriculum and your test for your yellow belt. So, focus well, and I'm sure you're going to do amazing. Face me, chariot, kunye. Now, I've been over this position before, but we will come back to it quite often today. At ease position or Shia, relaxed position. How it works is we're going to take our hands, grab our wrist. We're going to do that behind the back, and we're going to take 2 steps out with our feet. This is relaxed position. And I know you may be saying, this doesn't feel too relaxed. Well, it is. It's more relaxed than here or here. It's just relaxed, hands behind your back. This is your time to breathe and focus on the instructor a little bit more without having to be super uptight. So when I say at ease, here. Straight out. Chariot, tension, at ease, Shia. Chariot, tension, at ease, Shia. All right, so let's get started on our class today. We're going to be working on our knife hand guards and our knife hand strikes first. First, go to Chumbi. That's 2 tight fists punching below. I'm going to take my left foot, and I'm going to need to step up to create an L with my feet. So again, take my right foot, turn it to the side, left foot forward. Now this isn't a very good stance. Somebody can push me over. So at this point I'm going to step out and then bend my knees. This is called a back stance. It's called a back stance moves there. And then I'm going to step out with my right. So let's work on our right back stance. Right being the foot that steps forward. Side, out. Weight over your back leg. Try it again. Go. Again. Go. Final time. Go. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a test. We're going to go into our left back stance and then our right back stance. In those back stances, I want you to take your front foot and do a front kick. And you're going to see if you can do this kick without moving your head. Does that make sense? Are you ready? Go. Here. Now see if you can do the kick without moving your head. If you can, that means that your weight is mostly on your back leg. Try it a couple of times. If your center of gravity is over your front leg, you have to move it back before you kick. And it's not going to work out too well if you're not doing the stance properly. All right, try it with your right foot. Kick. Kick. And kick. Back to shooting. Now in the form, there's no kick, but if you ever want to test your back stance, that's a good way of going about it. All right, now take your left foot, step into that stance. Now take your hands, rub them together for me. I'm going to shoot my right hand back, my left hand on my shoulder. So up. If I do this sideways, I step out, up. This is away from my opponent. So if my opponent's here, I'm going to shoot this way. Let's do it out. Let's try it out real fast. Step, up, and back. One more time. Now from here, I'm going to take my front hand, make sure my fingers are together, and I'm going to twist my hand forward. Try it a couple of times. 1, 2, 3. From here, I'm going to chop my stomach. Don't chop too hard, but I'm going to come down in that motion. So I'm going to come up, again, one more time, now freeze. Hold, 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 and take a deep breath in. Take your back hand, crush a plate of cookies, squeeze it tight, bring it back. If you're a little bit older, bring it forward. So if you're younger, bring it back, older, forward. Take your front hand, cover your back ear, the ear that's farthest away from your opponent, farthest from me. At this point, you're going to strike somebody in the neck. Ready? Go. Try it again. Go back here. Go. One more time. Go. Chumbi. Let's put those both together. I'm going to do 1 forward at you. I will do this mirrored, so I'm saying step with your left, step with your left. 1 sideways, so you can see it from a different angle, and then 1 backwards. Are you ready? Let's go. And step with your left foot. Hands up to the corner shoulder. Down. Fist. Chop. All right, ready? Go. One more time. Step with your left. And back to you. Now we're going to try it with our right foot. So step out with your right. Up. Down. Make a fist. Pull it back. Chop. Again, go. And back. Not bad, okay. Now let's try it facing sideways. Pop, sit sideways. Ready? Go. And now backwards. Judy. All right, so we're almost done with the second part of the form. And if you're thinking, man, my body really wants to run around right now, pause the video, feel free if you want to do that, but control your body, finish this section first, okay? Now, we're going to put those two parts together, and I want you to put your all into it. All your intensity into these 2 or 4 moves. Are you ready? Chumbi position, and go. Step, 1, 2, and back. Other foot, 1, 2, back. Chariot, kunye, Addy's position. So I'm going to give you one more part of the form today. It's our punches, or our third part of the form. First, let's go into our sitting stance. Our sitting stance, we're going to put our feet apart, bend our knees over our toes, bum equal with our knees. Now, a lot of times you'll see people doing what I'm doing here, which is putting their hands on their knees. When you do this, your back should be straight, your hands should be tucked. 6 more punches to go, but they're going to be in an order that can be quite confusing. We're going to do 1 fast punch and key up. Then we're going to do 2 fast punches and key up. Then we're going to do 3 fast punches and key up. How I explain it is you go count up to 3 slowly, and then you count to 3 repeating fast. So we're going to clap and we're going to try out this, and then we'll put it into our form. So first we're just going to do 1, go, aya. Now 2, aya. Now 3, aya. Let's try that again. Let's clap it out. Ready? Aya. 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 Let's do this one more time. Aya. 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 Now whenever you're doing these punches, leave it out there until there's a hand to replace it. Let's do that whole section. Ready? Sitting stance. 1 slow punch. Start with your left forward. 1, 2, 3. Now 1 fast punch. Aya! 2 fast punches. Aya! 3 fast punches. Aya! Left foot comes back. Shumbi. All right. We're going to do it one more time. This time I want you to give it your all, okay? Shumbi. Step out with your left. Bend your knees. Go. 1, 2, 3. 1. Aya! 1, 2. Aya! 1, 2, 3. Aya! Back to Chumi. Now I realize I say step with your left, and on your screen it shows right. Such a body habit there. I'm stepping with my left, but on your screen it looks like my right. I'll start stepping out with this foot, which you see is my left. Chumi. Now we're going to do the entire form up to that point. Are you ready? Go. Knife hand guard. Chop. Other foot. Knife hand guard. Chop. Aim with your left. 1, 2, 3. 1 fast punch. Aya! 2 fast punches. Aya! 3 fast punches. Aya! Chumbi. Chariot. Kunye. Abby's. That is our class today. Great job. I know forms for some people is their favorite part of Taekwondo. It's meditative. For other people, it's like, I like to kick more. And if you're one of those people, thank you for sticking with us. This is an important part of our curriculum. Think about it like this. You won't always like the things you do in life. You won't like homework. You won't like cleaning your room. You won't like eating healthily. You won't like doing taxes or doing your email, or maybe you do like doing some of those things. But I guarantee there's something in your life that you're not going to want to do, but it's still important for you to do it. That is forms for a lot of people. Now, I love forms. And I want you to think about it like that. Think about how much you love forms, and trust me, they get easier. But at the end of the day, understand that forms are a very important part of Taekwondo. No, you'll never go into a sitting stance and go, "Aya! Aya!" and actually punch somebody like that. Well, repeatedly. It won't work more than once, I'll tell you that much. But it does help on your striking, your positioning, and good stances. You'll see that horse stance several different places in Taekwondo. You'll see those punches to the chest in a lot of different ways as well. Forms are an important part. You may like them, you may not, but at the end of the day, you need to do them. So you might as well enjoy what you do. Face me, chariot, kunye. What's our goal? Black belt excellence, sir. I will see you next time. Air I 5.